Hello, welcome back. So this will be a reading for, just give me a moment. Scorpio, welcome back, Scorpio people and placements. Let's dive in. Messages for Scorpio. God, that's bright. Maybe you're noticing you need more rest these days, Scorpio energy. Something about work could be relevant. You could be working a lot. There could be some like heartbreak potential. Or maybe there's something potentially heartbreaking at work. There could be something about trying to make something work, like begin something like a new long-term grounded financial. Scorpio, please. Yeah, there's some kind of sadness here. Okay, interesting. Scorpio energy, messages for Scorpio. Something about this man is very pessimistic. I could be reading for a man, but somebody might be talking about a cat, or sleep could be important here. Comfy rugs or blankets. There's something about a fireplace here, maybe warmth. But I feel like there's still love. Like you can see in the background, there's still Two of Cups. So there is something. There's the potential for happiness. Knight of Cups. So this could be about somebody being very kind, or maybe somebody needs to be kind, or like I'm feeling a strong urge to read it. Knight of Cups. I don't know why. I feel like this is the advice maybe for whoever I'm reading for. So. Imaginative, compassionate, and fanciful. The Knight of Cups, sorry. Sorry about that. Is imaginative, kind, and compassionate. So maybe this person was very like aggressive, like the cough that I just had. Like maybe there's something very like aggressive or assertive or abrasive about somebody, and so the advice is to be more imaginative, kind, and compassionate. They tend to be genuine romantics and see the best in people before they perceive the bad. They are generally focused on their goals and ambitions and have a tendency for dreaming big. This is a polite, kind, and attentive person, but they can sometimes lack discernment and be too trusting of others. Their dreams usually match the scope of their imagination. They may be prone to flights of fancy, but can also be inspiring in good company. They may not have the best attention span in the world. They will love deeply and fall in love quickly. This is the true romancer of the court cards. So you could be dealing with somebody like that, fellow water sign, maybe somebody who has prominent water placements. This could be something about finances, or Taurus could be relevant as well. Interesting. So somebody here could have like prominent earth sign placements and water sign. All right, Scorpio, let's grab you advice so we don't get too off a tangent. Scorpio's really guiding me towards a specific deck, so we'll just go Scorpio. And Dreams of abundance. I almost knew that was going to come out. Somebody might have a hard time like working with people, or like having a level of like reciprocity or something like that. We'll read a Sabian symbol to get more on that, I think. See what we can get for Scorpio. Yeah, we'll just put it there. Scorpio. Wow, that was quick. Capricorn 28. Yeah, something about work could be relevant, but let's see. All right, Capricorn 28, right on top of the Five of Cups. I just realized it's a little. Let me just see if I can adjust this. All right, that's a little better. 4:04 on the clock as I saw that, though. Interesting. This could be about real estate, maybe, potentially. Family, it says a large aviary. A large aviary is shown. As it is large, we can assume that there are many birds living in it. During the day, the aviary is a hive of activity, but the birds jumping around and chirping and being generally busy. The birds hardly stop. They jump from one spot to the other whilst communicating with each other and eating and drinking. The aviary can almost be like a beehive with lots of noise and high energy. We are in Aquarius season, right? Which is ruled by Uranus, electricity. So, and Scorpio placements are receiving a square. I believe, or an opposition, or Scorpio is receiving a square, yeah, from Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius right now, and the Sun in Aquarius, right? But anyways, at night it falls silent with all the birds sitting asleep on their perches. In Oracle, okay, in the situation facing you, there is likely to be a lot of chattering, twittering, flitting around going on. Whilst there is no harm being done, there's probably nothing much really being achieved. Is this because there is a level of mental confusion happening? Perhaps this is because things change constantly and there's a lot of noise and distraction. Many voices can be heard in the large aviaries. Maybe there's a lot of talking, arguments, or disagreements, but it can be hard to discern just one particular voice. Maybe there's some kind of imbalance in speech here. That is, unless that one voice comes from someone who is much larger, very different from the others. At least there is likely to be a feeling of brotherhood and not being alone in your situation. This symbol can point to situations with many people, like birds on perches everywhere, all speaking at once and having lots to say. Although you are able to wander a little, you are actually caged into a particular reality. This symbol can picture the ways. So maybe this is about like making not the right changes, like moving in a horizontal or vertical fashion. You should be moving the other way, right? On a different axis, right? You're actually caged into a particular reality. Okay. This symbol can picture the ways of bureaucracy, government, or big business. Yeah, so maybe somebody's stuck in like a certain way of like interacting or superficiality or surface level interactions. Sometimes the telephone and the internet can feel like a large aviary, especially if you never get to talk to a real life person. So maybe this is about your social life. Aquarius does rule our networks at large. So there's definitely going to be a focus on that for everybody at this time. Keywords, clear audience, hearing many inner voices, having a huge entourage or crowd. Tinnitus, so maybe pay attention to any kind of tinnitus symptoms that can be also confirmations for what you're thinking. Or, yeah, enormous activity, many people living their individual lives in one space, blocks of flats or units. Interesting. Housing estates, birds, aviaries, bird seed, perches, people chattering, girls sharing, lots to say, little true content. Yeah, there's something about like keeping the surface level almost, which makes sense. Capricorn 28 is almost Aquarius energy. Confined living spaces, communicating solely with those in the immediate environment, living in a world of one's own with no thought of the realities of how other people live, having to get along with others, and caged birds. The caution, mental confusion, bringing a lack of discernment, too much chatter with not much being achieved, false sense of freedom, chattering more than doing, finding it hard to find peace, harmony, and privacy. Interesting. Lonely existences, abandoned living spaces, dependence on external sources of nourishment or other provisions. And here are some quotes. You cannot prevent the birds of sorrow from flying over your head, but you can prevent them from building nests in your hair. So this is about keeping it light, not getting stuck in negativities, moving beyond them. So Uranus and Aquarius is very innovative, like breaking past cycles. So there's something about all of us, I guess, kind of doing that, especially for a new 20-year cycle. There's a lot of big changes, right? I hope you love birds too. It is economical. It saves going to heaven. Emily Dickinson. Okay. In almost everything that touches our, and that first one was a Chinese proverb. In almost everything that touches our everyday life on earth, God is pleased when we're pleased. He wills that we be as free as birds to soar and sing our own Maker's praise without anxiety. A.W. Tozer. So maybe somebody's having anxiety issues. We are involved in a life that passes understanding, and our highest business. We are involved in a life that passes understanding, and our highest busyness is our daily life. No idea what that's about. John Cage. He sounds pretty caged in his idea. I don't know. I know why a caged bird sings, oh, ah, me, when his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bars and he would be free. It is not carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deep core. Interesting. Paul Laurence Dunbar. And the height of a woman falls back with the night and enters some alien cage in its plight and tries to forget it has dreamed of the stars while it breaks on the sheltering bars. Georgia Douglas Johnson. Wow. So maybe there was an argument at night or with a woman. The heart of a woman falls back with the night and enters some alien cage in its plight. So maybe somebody's been troubled, right? We had the Three of Swords and tries to forget it has dreamed. It has dreamed of the stars while it breaks on the sheltering bars. So there could be some sense of separation or sheltering. Um, I know why the caged bird sings on me when his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bars and he would be free. It is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deep core. So that reminds me, there was a YouTuber that had a bird. That's funny that we have this white bird on the bottom, and he had a cockatoo or something, and this bird was um, had a very bad living situation, and when they adopted this bird, this cockatoo from some connection, he had already ripped out all his feathers out of anxiety. So there is something maybe about not putting oneself in harm's way if possible, not being caged into, if possible, or maybe somebody's like escaping like a sense of being caged or something, and so they still have like a lot of anxious quirks or something. Interesting. Sagittarius energy here, Capricorn energy here. Yeah, strong work energy. Okay, last piece of advice for Scorpios before we move on to juicy messages. Be playful. Interesting. Be playful. And see the big picture, giraffe. So maybe we'll read 29. Giraffe. Yeah, that's definitely Aquarius energy. Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy. Let's see. Giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from high vantage points. When the giraffe appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view in all aspects of your life. It's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view, open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing, and see the big picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, and experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that help you to better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself, look beyond what catches your attention at eye level, and know that not everything is as obvious as you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. So this could be about letting go or just like a spiritual perspective, perhaps. We'll read 51, be playful as well. This could be like somebody you're in love with, a child, or creative hobbies, anything with fifth house related. Or just something with the heart, like dating. Sandpipers are like cute little clowns, poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of sandpiper is a sign that now is the time to engage your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new and the old. Who knows what treasures await when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sandpiper spirit's happy, curious nature helps you to feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. Interesting. Strong Sag energy, definitely, interestingly enough. You could have Sag placements or, be dealing with a Sag, but we're going to put this away and pull your last juicy messages, as I call them. Scorpio energy messages for Scorpios. Hex them away, coming out kind of sideways. So maybe somebody here has been kind of like harsh or cold towards someone and has pushed someone away, and this has resulted in sadness. Scorpio energy. Stay single, also sideways. Interesting. So maybe somebody is contemplating a relationship where it's hard, like especially if you've been alone for so long, like that bird that I talked about, right? And so much bird stuff. Make a wish. Yeah, maybe somebody's like can't believe that their like dreams are coming true or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna pull a wisdom. Scorpio energy. Last messages, please, for Scorpio. Scorpio, thank you. Yeah, Imagine came out and Peace in the reverse. So somebody's like obviously like it can be anxious. Uranus rules electricity and like seizures sometimes. It's like being short circuited or whatever. So let's just say 23 in the reverse. Now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is you must go within to fine-tune the extraordinary instrument you are. Find harmony within, and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too will pass, and once again life will be filled with beautiful music. This could be about manipulative games or sex, intimacy, wealth, money, power, dynamics. Something could be hidden here as well. There could be secrets here, or just like some sense of like, I almost wanted to say the word cowardice. That was weird. It like popped into my head, cowardice. I don't know if that has anything to do with that, but interesting. Something about work could be relevant to your daily routine, your health. Interesting. Coming into your own power as well, like seeing the dark truth to strategize, right? To kill off anything toxic so that you're operating in a way that's strategic, that's beneficial. Interesting. Anything else for our lovely Scorpios? Definitely a very Scorpionic reading, I would say. I feel like these are Scorpio themes, Scorpio energy. Oh. They wanted to steal from you. So this was in the past. Maybe there's somebody from the past. Like maybe you're thinking about the past a lot, and so it's hard for you to move into the future or something, like paranoia. Anything else for Scorpio energy? I love seeing you. Interesting. Maybe you're used to people like not being genuine. I don't know, Scorpio. Detaching from their energy field, kind of coming out sideways. So maybe somebody kind of detaches a lot, or like this is something that, I don't know, something here could be false as well. What else do we have? We have No Way Out coming out kind of sideways. It's a 1987 movie. Scorpio energy. Last messages for Scorpios. Scorpio people in placement. So Easily influenced, coming out kind of sideways, interesting. Adele in the reverse in the past, okay. Some music. Oh, and it says, practice your own techniques to bring yourself into harmony with all. So there's something about coming into alignment with your imagination or your manifestations. We'll read 20 as well. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. What do you want to be? Who do you want to believe? What do you have to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board helps you to see your goals, and meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver messages of what feeds your soul. Then allow the feelings to mingle with your inspirations, and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine becomes your belief, and soon you see these things come to pass as if by magic. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about the other as a means of connecting to that person while it's romantic. If you want this relationship to be real, you have to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream into reality, beyond illusion, and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to be for you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. What do you need to? Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if, and your dreams really will come true. Interesting. Get ready for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. So this could be in the present moment. There's something about solidifying this, like with a level of playfulness, a dream or a wish, or working with somebody. Dreams of abundance here, right? We saw something about like having the courage to work with somebody. You know, somebody could have been like overly independent for a long time, especially in work matters, and this is impacting something about their heart, their emotions, right? Interesting. I guess we'll get an Egyptian. Scorpio, last messages for Scorpio. Perseverance. So maybe somebody was giving up on something, and somebody could have been like very like trying to like be as normal, quote unquote, as they can, or they were trying to keep some kind of illusion of like a certain like lifestyle maybe, or a certain like it's giving like those guys or girls that are like into like cultural subsets where they're it's like basic bitch, right? It's like basic guy energy or something like that. I don't know. There's something about thinking more for yourself, but I don't know. Scorpio's last messages. Thought we had something come out. No? Okay, Scorpio. The last messages for Scorpio. I am a powerful creator, manifesting my desires with ease and grace. Okay. They realize they can't push you around, trying to provoke you. So this could be somebody that was trying to lower your self-esteem, to have control over you. Or somebody was acting in this way very aggressively and abrasively, and this person is who is quite sad now, right? Don't do their homework for them, karmic. So this person needs to learn something. They were meant to meet you to learn something through you, most likely, right? Always take care of yourself first before caring for others. Yeah, somebody was obviously impacting this, right? They were hurting. There's the kind of there's this meme or this cultural thing that's like boyfriend air or something like that, where it's like, you know, if you're with the wrong guy or with any guy, it can make a girl always nurtures, right? So if she's not receiving anything back, she's going to deplete her healthcare, she's going to deplete her food, she's going to deplete everything, you know. So it's kind of horrible. So there is something about, you know, maintaining yourself, detaching from their energy field. Yeah, maybe this is the best thing for somebody, or yeah, this could like this for because sometimes people will project their like if you're around someone you could absorb their karma, right? Especially if you're a transmuter or something like that, and then they don't have to do it. You're just like this easy garbage tank that I can just spit into, right? But when you leave, when you remove that garbage, when you're not the garbage tank anymore, they're spitting on themselves, right? So they have to work through their own shit. It's really bad analogy, but I hope you liked it. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Take care.